each other's mental space. If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings.
With let's let the room build up a little
Let's
bit.
make sure we protect each other's mental space. If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings pour in. We are a loving family, built on love. Our vibrations are high, we're all the way up. We are a loving family, built on love. Our vibrations are high, we're all the way up. We are the Alice family. 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 We are a loving family, built on love. Our vibrations are high, we're all the way up. We are a loving family, built on love. Our vibrations are high, we're all the way up. We are a loving family, built on love. Our vibrations are high, we're all the way up. We are a loving family, built on love. Our vibrations are high, we're all the way up. We are the Alice family. 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 We are the Atlas 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 family. There's so much we need to know, as above and so below. Add up 1 + 1, get 3. Inside you a galaxy, hanging with Mr. Wise. Oh, 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 I'm hanging with Mr. Wise. Oh, 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 hanging with Mr. Wise. Oh, 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 I'm hanging with Mr. Wise. Now I know the law of one. with gold. Wise will make your mind unfold. Hanging with Mr. Wise. Oh, oh, oh. I'm hanging with Mr. Wise. Oh, oh, oh. Hanging with Mr. Wise. Oh, oh, oh. I'm hanging with Mr. Wise. Do, 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 do. Mr. Wise, oh, oh, oh. I'm hanging with Mr. Wise, oh, oh, oh. Hanging with Mr. Wise, oh, oh, oh. I'm hanging with Mr. Wise. I'm hanging with Mr. Wise, Ralph the Wise. I'm hanging with Mr. Wise, Ralph the Wise. I'm hanging with Mr. Wise, Ralph the Wise.
What's good? What's good? What's good? I hope everybody is feeling great this early rising. I hope that, it's right now there's so much stuff happening in this verse, in this realm, with the Diddy trials. Uh, and this is why, like, one thing you have to remind yourself is that the internet is undefeated. All right. That's one thing you have to constantly remind yourself is that the internet is undefeated, because it is, right? And people paint certain narratives, people paint certain directives or whatever. Now, of course, you're watching different things unfold, you're watching, different things happen, and you're probably thinking to yourself, like, what's really going on, right? You Maybe some stuff is a cover up, maybe some stuff is made to keep us in confusion, right? With new evidence unfolding, dealing with Tory Lanez, that being a Canadian rapper and everything like that. You would think Maggie would focus on that, right? Tory Lanez being innocent and new evidence coming out saying that his DNA was not on the weapon and so on and so forth. You would think she would cover some of that stuff. Here you have, maybe Rock Nation, allegedly, supposedly, in charge of bringing down certain personas, right? You have Chris Brown, DDG, who's a streamer, and you have Tory Lanez, all of who women are signed or connected to Rock Nation. And nobody's thinking that as ironic, right? When you have different things that's going on that's all connected to the same source, whether it be VI Media or anything else. Like, I don't know why Jaguar is not actually linking all this stuff together. DDG and Haley, whatever her name is, she's supposed to be on top of all this social media stuff because she's trying to link everything to Rock Nation anyway. So why she ain't looking at the other things that people are not talking about that's connecting the link, right? She's so focused on YouTubers and speaking about the YouTubers that she's not even looking at the links that are actually connected. You think it's a coincidence that, Haley Bailey, whatever her name is trying to, do all of this extra stuff with DDG. You think it's a coincidence that all these streamers are seemingly getting in trouble? No, these were wicked people already that got money and then started doing more wicked stuff. And now a lot of stuff is being exposed. A lot of that stuff is being exposed, all the darkness, all the dark stuff, right? We can go back and listen to Misha Fuller saying stuff like, she's seen Jaguar drinking, blood with Jay-Z, so on and so forth. And you're looking at all of this stuff that's happening right now. all this disinformation that's out there, at some point in the trial, this has to come up as part of the defense, right? And whether we don't want to believe it or not, this has to come up as part of the defense. This has to come up. All of this disinformation compromises everything, right? So once you look at it, this is why you know for a fact Jaguar is not in probably not in New York anymore. And if she did go to New York, she probably drove to Jersey, Violin or something like that, and stayed at one of her friends' houses in that area, Jersey, Philly area. Might even be in West Acco. I don't know. She might be in Acco, Chislehurst. But we know for sure that, she's come on. She went up there for the attention. She knew that was going to draw a lot of attention. Her name being brought up in the lawsuit, right? That part hasn't even been brought up yet, so on and so forth. So further down the line, you know, realistically, they have to bring up all of this disinformation. They have to bring it up in the trial. The defense speaking, everything like that. And remember, all juries have to agree, right? So how long is this about to drag out? This might be the whole summer. We might have the first one might end in a mistrial, right? Because I feel like that's going to happen. I feel like somebody's, it's going to be reported that one of the jurors might have spoke about the case outside of, whatever, and it's going to be a mistrial, right? Somebody's going to not agree. One of the jurors it's not going to be unanimous, whatever you want to call it. So, however, it's going to be a mistrial, split decision, so on and so forth. And this is going to drag out for months. But as this drags out and everybody focuses on it, what else is taking place? Tory Lane being poked up right when it's about to be released that he's innocent and so on and so forth. Now he's struggling for his life, right? Same thing happened to Beanie Siegel, right? Beanie Siegel damn near got one lung, right? Decided to go get a food truck to get out of the darkness of what is the hip hop industry, right? Look at Mace. Mace took his ass and became a preacher, right? Stein then went over and started political relations, right? Black Rob is gone. There's a lot of darkness that goes on. Suge Knight speaks on a lot of stuff when he says, people get that one treatment. All they got to do is walk by you and inject you with something, and voila, magic, you got that easy way, right? So we're looking at different variations of biological fights, warfare, whatever you want to call it, right? These are on smaller scales. And that's not even, the division. We're not even talking about the division that's in this world yet. We didn't even get to that part yet, right? There's a lot of things that's about to start revealing themselves to us right now. There's a lot of things that's about to start revealing themselves. Now, I mean, if we want to keep our eyes closed to it, then hey, let's keep acting and turning a blind eye to it. But right now, there's a lot of things that's about to reveal themselves and show, right? And you're watching it through variations of people on right now. You're seeing variations of people reveal themselves. Look at the knot situation, right? Is that not telling, right? Oh, another person that sent you money, supported you, got their name tattooed on you. Now you falling out because you made that girl think that y'all was going to be something. You made that girl think y'all was going to be something whole time you selling butt coochie. Huh? Now he comes back. I'm not boots on the ground. I'm da 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 da. Thought your ass was staying in Brazil. Thought you had the sweet life of Zach and Cody. Thought you was living it up. Got to be more careful, right? And people sit around and listen to that because they like to hear him talk shit. They like to hear him rant. They like to hear him rave. He's not the wave. He's not getting anything. Think about it. He's got to use Krishan Rock's name to get numbers. Nobody's looking up donuts. Ain't nobody looking up donuts. Ain't nobody on YouTube searching donuts. Nobody's doing it. Okay? All right? Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. Okay? You got a bot system that generates numbers for you, and that's why you're crashing out with the little supporters that you do have, because you don't have a big enough support to do these trips that you taking. That's why when your ass get there, you end up sitting in the hotel room for 3 days, 4 days, walk the beach one day. Act like you meeting people, but never show no proof or footage of being at the club. As much as you like being in front of the camera, you ain't record no club moments. You ain't record none of these outings. That bag ain't the same. That bag ain't the same. You can't party. Let's all get wasted. You can't do that. You're not the life of the party. You just a nigga that showed up. Stop playing. Half the time unannounced. Nobody knows you. You claim to be doing it so big on YouTube. Where's your camera crew? But that Tunchi got you. That Tunchi got you all twisted up. Where's your camera crew at? Huh? That's how you know that you paying for a system. That's how you know you buying back into it. You spending too much money on trying to get your views and your likes. Because where's the money going? Where's your money going? Where's it going? And you clocking everybody else's money, who everybody else support. They going over there supporting other people, and then when it comes time, they don't have the money to support me. What do you mean? This ain't Bank of America. Motherfuckers ain't holding money for when you need it. You ain't J.G. Whitworth. But here we are, watching all of this stuff unfold, and people are protecting it. Make it make sense. Where Lady T at right now? Lady T, whatever her name is, where's she at right now? He can't show what he does in Brazil. And it's probably already being filmed. It's probably already being filmed somewhere. He's a whole freak off. They call him in for the freak offs. He's a porter poppy. That's what he is. They port him from place to place and do things to him. He's a porter poppy. That's what he is. He should change his name to Porter Poppy. But that's what he is, a Porter Poppy. That's his name from now on. Porter Poppy. That's what the fuck he is. And you see somebody acting like that, going to Canada for a little bit of time, going here, but always complaining about how they money fucked up. What is you doing over there? You sucking and fucking and ain't got nothing to show for it. Make it make sense. He ain't got no great car. Ain't no great car out there waiting, room. You know what I'm saying? Huh? He a porter poppy. He gonna be ported wherever Poppy tell him. Yeah. He gonna be ported wherever Poppy tell him. Porter Poppy ass. Yeah. You could go, you know what I'm saying, Brazil, get peed on and shit for a certain amount of money. That was happening in this world. And all he going to try to do is try to, why are people worried about what I'm doing and what Nah, nigga. Nah, get out of here. You don't get to try to out everybody else, talk shit about everybody else when you the real one that's out there doing the real, you know what I'm saying? You are not about to sit here and try to talk about everybody else and say something about everybody else. You only doing that because you hiding what you doing. Huh? You hiding what you doing. Old thunder fart booty ass. Ain't no movie production coming out of them unless it's another one of them Temu corn joints. That's it. He Timu Corn fan. That's it. Don't got no movies. He should just link up with Storm and they just put together a video. That's it. Weird asses. Out here doing weird asses shit. Expect nobody else to point it out. Nah, we tired of y'all. We tired of y'all playing in our face. Well, he was on the beach of Brazil and stuff like that. He went. You know he went. You know he went. He gotta go. It's an appointment. You know what I'm saying? That shit like clockwork. Talking about he got a nice he got a baddie in Brazil that he mess with. Why you don't never show her? Why you don't never show this baddie in Brazil that you mess with? I know. You need a vinegar and water that Tusi. You need a vinegar and water that Watusi. Okay, so spiritual ascension cycle of consciousness evolution. So remember, your conscious is expanding at this time. This is based off of conscious evolution. Remember, it's a repeated cycle. What is, always was, always will be. So you absorb, initiate, integration, all of that stuff. This is part of the ascension process. So if you're going through a change right now with inside yourself, if you're thinking different, trying to, perceive things different, approach things different, respond to things different, this is probably what you're going through, an ascension process. Some people are making their self sick right now. To be honest, some people are really making themselves sick right now because they are fighting something that's happening inside of them, right? So in case you don't know, this is the light body function. So once you initiate contact with your connection or with your conscious is connected to the universe, right? It's considered to be consciously connected to source, right? The source of all things is conscious, right? So the absorption part comes with the knowledge. When you are absorbing this knowledge, this is when you're learning about like root races, the history of the world. You have an interest in like chakra systems, alignment, trying to figure out how to do dark work, so on and so forth. This is the absorption process, right? Where you're absorbing all of this information, unknown knowledge coming in from the universe, because it's not speaking to the universe outside of you, it's speaking to the universe that's inside of you. So all of it is based off of cosmic knowledge of the dimensions of the multiverse that is inside of one's persona, right? And this is where you're absorbing all of this information and knowledge, right? And then you have the integration part. This is where you accept all of it, right? And that's what we're going through. If you want to speak on it from a heavenly perspective, this is the time of Raphael, right? If you look at the stages of what the angels bring in, right? You have the time of Raphael. You look up Raphael, what does he do? He brings in knowledge, right? He gives you the know, right? And once you know, you are responsible. It's like it says, once you're in the know, you're responsible for your own right and wrongs, right? So once you're in the know, right? That's you coming to realization that you know better, therefore you should do better, right? Now you have the Gabriel comes in and Gabriel gives you the choice. All right, now that you know what you want to do, you want to work for the dark, you want to work for the light, which one you want, right? And then after you choose which one you want, right? Then you go through a Michael effect. Now Michael comes in and purifies your body. He purifies all the wicked, whatever it is. And if you choose darkness, then hey, you're only going to go so far. It's only going to get you to certain limits. Now, as far as destruction goes, destruction is not real. The unaliving process is not real. What is, always was, and always will be. Energy just transferred. This is why when someone big unalives, we all seem to feel it, right? When Nipsey Hussle unalived, we all felt that energy of Nipsey Hussle, right? A marathon must continue, right?
When other people pass, we feel the energies. These people that operate on the unaliving process, they know about these energies and they manipulate these energies. That's why Jaguar Wright attaches herself to Angie Stone. If you look at her life before that, she attached herself to other unalived energies, right? Her father's with her right now, right? Lenerchi's with her right now, right? I speak to dead people, right? She attaches herself to these unalivings because that's where her power comes from. Her power comes from a dark Lilith source, right? And then some of us we attach ourselves to light because we speak of life. We attach ourselves to the life force of this planet. Some people are attached to the darkness of the planet. Some people are attached to the light of this planet, right? It's day walkers and night walkers, however you want to call it. Freaks come out at night. We have many sayings for this, right? Some people operate the lower vibrational energy and some people operate the upper vibrational energy. Now, here's where the problem comes in. The lower vibrational entities that are connected to darkness, they decided that they want to rule. So they are taking out all of the light beings. You can look it up in history. It goes back to a time of the Jujitsuits. Even before that, the first group that they got rid of was called the Druids. This is back in the Christian Crusades. Noah's wife father was a part of this Druid religion. I mean, not Noah. This is where Moses got a lot of his information and knowledge from, right? He had a Druid religion telling him about the connection with earth, wind, fire, so on and so forth, telling us how our body goes through these processes, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, right? So the Druid religion was the first group that got pushed off. They made a cartoon about the Druid religion. You know what it's called? It's called Captain Planet, right? The who gives them the information? Who alerts them that something's going on? Mother Gaia, right? That is considered to be Earth's consciousness. Gaia is Earth's consciousness, right? And that alerts them to what's going on the planet, right? And then what happened? The powers combine to create what? Captain Planet. Captain Planet comes and do what? Take out pollution. The power is yours, right? Y'all remember the song? We're a planeteer. You could be one too. By saving our planet is the thing to do. Looting and polluting is not the way. Here's what Captain Planet has to say. The power is yours, right? It was there. We had that in the 90s growing up, right? We had Scruff McGruff telling us how we can prevent forest fires. You know what I'm saying? We had that other dude taking a bite out of crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened with all of that stuff? This was a way that we pass on knowledge and information was through the rhythm of the words, right? Conjunction, junction, what's your function? I'm picking up. Some of y'all can't even say the alphabet right now without singing that shit. Some of y'all can't say LMNOP. Y'all say LMNOP. And I want to ask y'all something. Where in the history of alphabet is it an at the end? Huh? Why y'all say and why? A B C D F G H I J K L M N P Q R S T U V. When y'all get the Z and then y'all say and why. Huh? Huh? And then I ain't gonna leave y'all Spanish people out either. I ain't gonna leave the Spanish alphabet out either. I want to know why is when you say why, you're asking a question, right? Why is porque, right? You ask somebody why it's porque, right? But why when you get to the letter Y, it's y griega? Huh? Why the letter Y have to be y griega? Huh? Make that shit make sense. If I ask somebody why, it's porque. But when I get to the letter Y, it's Y. Huh? Making all of this shit difficult for us. I'm trying to learn the shit so I could bridge the gap. Y'all know how the Spanish stuff start off. They try to tell you the pronunciation is everything. So they start you off with the say, si, sa, so, do, baby, ba, bo, boo, day, dee, da, do, do, a, e, I, o, u. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how they start you off when you taking the Spanish and stuff like that. And you got to learn the letters and stuff like that. And then you get to the letter Y and it's Y. Ooh, I want to ask so many questions. Huh? I got so many questions. Every time I ask, they point me to another book. Hey, I love this world. I love it's so many things in this world that we can, question and ask about, I like learning. I like learning new stuff. Hey, Grand Rising, how are you? I hope everything's great. Hope the trip great. I know you should be probably headed back soon. So we got to take the time to actually take a grander understanding for this. And shout out to the people that's on TikTok right now. Do y'all know we actually bring great numbers in on TikTok? That's why I employ all of my YouTube family to download TikTok, and I employ all of my TikTok family to download YouTube, because we're greater together. But if we don't show them the level of unity that we have together, then they're missing out on what is a unified measure of collective minds, right? We have to, collect each other up. This is the time of the gathering. All those wicked people you see, they gathering together. The Ray J's, the Whack 100s, the Aaron Plumbers, the 607 Unks, they are gathering together. Why you think so many people come against my page, but not that many people want to actually rock with love and unity? Why you think? You see us push out knowledge, you see us push out wisdom, you see us push out, love, you see us laugh, you see why it ain't more people in the black tea sector connecting to that. Think about that. Because we are conditioned for dumb shit. Goes back to slaveries, watching that back-breaking, back-bending, we only see each other when fucked up shit is going on for each other. Excuse my French. But that's the only time we see each other. If somebody's spitting out knowledge, wisdom, understanding, we act like we don't see that shit. If I'm on here humiliating, putting somebody down, guess what? They see me for that. Now, some of them might come into ridicule, like, look at that black man doing this. They don't see a black man when a black man speaking about knowledge, spirituality, so on and so forth. Our own women don't even see us when we speak about spirituality and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Our own women don't even see us that great. Our own women see us as a challenge when we speak about higher elevational things like this. They want us to be in a mindset of feelings and emotions, destruction. We only see you when we can point you out to take out the trash, when you a tool for us, when you could do something in this physical world for us. That's the only time we see you. But when you start talking about the elevation of spirituality and they see it as a challenge, they like, I'm spiritual. You ain't shit. Da 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 da. You ain't the only one connect. Like, why are you challenging it? If we all connected, then you should sit down in peace with me. Why you challenge it, go against it, and then say, well, come over here because we E5. What the fuck? What? They know the shit might be close related to all of the religions. Everything that I'm speaking on has a connection to all the religions and all of the witchcraft out there. So why they not sitting down in unity with me? Think about that. Everything that I'm speaking about has a connection to all of them. It don't matter what religion they under. It don't matter what they're under. Everything that I'm talking about has a connection to all of that. So why none of them sit down with me? Think about that. Think about that. Because they already structured it in their mind to go against this type of unity. They're already structured in their mind to keep on practicing division. It's a mindset. It's not even about the person, is not even about right or wrong. It's their mindset. Their mindset is stuck on dividing or being the ones to conquer. That's it. It's divide and conquer. If you're not conquering through Christ, if you're not conquering through this, if you're not that ain't that the same shit that we aim to stop as we watch black people go through what they go through, right? Equal liberty, right? As we watch superiority in this world, equal liberty, right? Now, why can't we have no equal liberty in religion? Where's the equalness in religion? Huh? Y'all all against each other. Y'all all fighting each other. Y'all can't even be equal with one another. So how the fuck, excuse me. So how the heck do you expect other people to be equal? No, you expect them to take up your fight. That's what they all expecting. Take up our fight. Be under our yoke. That's not what the universe says. That's not what God said. That's not even what your book say. The book say do everything in your power to be at peace with one another. So if everything in our power to be at peace with one another is just changing our mindset to a state of peace, why ain't nobody trying to do it? How is it that 72 countries can agree that nobody should be allowed past the Arctic Circle, but they can't agree about peace? Make that shit make sense. 72 continents signed a treaty, an Arctic treaty for a wall that says nobody should be allowed past this point. But they can't agree on the Paris Agreement on how much pollution should be pumped into the damn atmosphere. You can't agree on factories pumping fucking toxins into our atmosphere, but y'all can agree that nobody should be allowed past this point. What? I wish a motherfucker. I wish man. Hey, for everybody that's on TikTok, go over to Ralph DaWise if you want to see the spiritual ascension initiation backdrop. Go over to Ralph DaWise. That is Ralph DaWise. Ralph DaWise. And if anybody on YouTube would like to go over to the TikTok page, if you are on TikTok, we're on Energy of Atlas. If you like to go over and try to, tag the direction over here to the Ralph DaWise page. We are monetized on YouTube. TikTok, we're monetized on YouTube, and we you can hit the subscriber over there. If you don't use YouTube, you can subscribe right here, right? Or you can drop roses. And if you want to be a part of the team, hit the heart me right here. And I think you got to comment and send a little gift, and you'll get, points back for joining the team. So if you want to join the team, hit the heart me. Do the stuff that TikTok allows you to do. Y'all know the stuff TikTok allows you to do. But it seems like every time I ask y'all to do the stuff that TikTok allows y'all to do, like 20 to 50 people will leave a room. So I think I need to just stop asking and just hope that y'all do it, But, people don't do it. So that's why I ask. And then I lose 20 people or 30 people. But that's okay. It's all part of the process. The message get lost in the sauce. That's where Kanye West was talking about the bread in the circus. No one can find the bread if that bread is thrown in the circus. You're paying attention to the clowns. You're paying attention to the fear of the lions. You're paying attention to the elephants. You're paying attention to, the wonders of the world and so on and so forth. Because why? The bread. You forgot the bread. You was looking for the bread. Right. And in church, you have the same thing. There's a bread and circus. This is part of that Baphomet. This is part of that storyline. It's hard to find the spirit in a house of ego. And everybody feeds these houses of ego with pride, greed, gluttony, lust. I heard someone arguing, right? They said, do you choose life? Right. And the answer is always to choose life, right? But this person said, even if that baby's going to be brought into a messed up family, and my thing is, yes, you still choose life. Even if you know that baby is going to be brought up, that baby still has a chance. Even in a messed up family, that baby has a chance. If you choose the unaliving process, you give the baby no chance at all. And that's not faith like a mustard seed. That's not the Bible says that the universe can work with anyone who has faith like a mustard seed. If you let a baby come into this world, no matter how that baby come into this world, you have faith of a mustard seed. You sitting there saying that we shouldn't choose life because of the choices of a person that's in the world already. But choices change. People change all the time. Once you make a decision to not choose life, you can't take that choice back. If that person decides to get their life in order within the 9 months that baby's being conceived within the womb, then what? Then what? Now you just eliminated. That's why I don't, when it comes down to the process of this, you choose unity, you choose love, and you choose life. At one time, we used to have celebrations of life. Now it seems like all you guys do is celebrate the unaliving process. Like this, y'all got to make up what type of world y'all want to live in. Do y'all want to live in a world that is based off of the living? Because in 1995, we couldn't fathom how China was living, right? In 1995, we was like, man, China's so packed with people. They don't even care about their own people walking down the street. They don't even care about, they're so packed, like, damn, things is happening right in front of them and they don't care. And now we unknowingly became the same way. I'm watching people have no care at all for life. They valuing their sneakers more than life. There, people are unaliving for less than $100. Look at what's going on. Like, make it make sense. These people doing it for fun. It's became fun in the city now. Go look at our youth. They all walking around with weapons, switches. It's fun now. It's just like cowboys, cops, and robbers, and they all young. Under 25 years old, can't bench press 125, but can pick up a 35. Make this shit make sense. None of them can fight, but they can squeeze. Make it make sense. That's why I said, man, look, my youngest son, he turns 18 this year. My oldest son is 18. That's why I said I gotta get a hold of them. I'd rather them work for me and this little small thing that I got going on the internet than get out there and think that they need to do something and somebody else try to take it from them. I'd rather grab them now and build something around them than they have to go through a fuck around and find out. Because that's all it is in this world now. It's fuck around and find out. And I ain't trying to have mine fuck around and find out. I don't even care if they not paying attention to the world. I will pay them to do nothing. I will pay them to stay out the way. I will make enough money to pay them to stay the hell out the way. Here, play video games and I'll build around you. I will go into their rooms and fucking gift them and support them and make them think that they getting that money and build just so they won't have to go out there and deal with the fuckery that's in the world. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Like, why you think I went and picked them up? Why you think you see my youngest one here with me right now? Now, my oldest son, he got to, go through whatever because he got a girlfriend. So you can't do nothing when they got girlfriends because they're going to choose that. Okay, I get it. All right. But your girlfriend ain't guaranteed to always stay there. She might cheat on you like the last one did, and then you back into the same situation. But I'm always going to be here waiting. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to be here. I'm always going to extend that arm. And you're going to go back out there. You're going to make them mistakes. But guess what? I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be here. I'm going to let you go out there and make the mistakes because I know that's what you're going to have to do. I'm not going to fight, argue it, or nothing. I'm going to let you go out there and make the mistakes, and I'm still going to be here. But I got to get a hold of them. This world is taking them out. This world is cruel. They don't have no remorse. And think about it. Half of our people are afraid to use the police because the police taking us out. So what that leaves us between a rock and a hard place. Our youth is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Parents don't care because they only care about image or how they making the family look. Who's helping them? Who? The system not helping them, and we not fucking helping them. our youth has no help. And y'all think y'all helping them, but y'all not. Because regardless of the world that we was raised in, they living in this world right now. We can't go back to the 80s and 90s block parties and it takes a village unless we move towards that it take a village mindset. If ain't nobody trying to go back to a it take a village mindset, the talking about it don't fucking matter. That means you're raising a victim. That means you're teaching your kid to go out and get victimized because you're hiding this real world from them. So when they stumble across these monsters in the world, you never even told them they existed. So when they stumble across these narcissistic people, Jaguar rights, the knots, Maggies, I wouldn't dare want my kid around a fucking Maggie or a Jaguar or a Donut. I don't care if my son, daughter come out to like whoever they like. I'm going to love them for them. I don't care who they like, right? But I don't want them to run into a vicious, venomous monster like that. That's why I say we got to clean up the internet, because the internet is where our kids is meeting each other at. They're meeting and running into each other and hanging out with each other, whether it be the video game or whether it be YouTubers sitting in the comment section with people, whatever. Our kids are here. Our kids are here on these platforms, linking up with each other. Some of them losing their life trying to link up with people. And y'all don't think we need to clean up the space that our kids play in? Our kids ain't playing in the playground no more. Our kids are playing online. So why online looks so messed up? Why is every streamer selling greed, lust, gluttony, chaos, hurt? Huh? Look at that whole Kai-Cenat thing. All they do is fight and beef with each other in the house, tear up the room, sit in the toilet, don't clean up. They're teaching the youth that that's okay. Our youth think that that is living. We need greater examples. We need greater role models. The young can't fucking raise the young. But here we are with the young raising the young, and it's getting younger and younger and younger and younger. Ray J said he want to get in the shower with them, with Kai-Cenat and ISO Speed for clout, because he chasing clout. He wanted to say that type of shit. Where are you going to deport Diddy to? Wait, did Diddy sell all his property in the United States? No, I don't think he did. Yeah, you can't deport him nowhere. He has property. We're gonna hook him up with we're gonna hook Diddy up with the knot. I don't know why he even said that. All right, so individuals initiate into the next tone of higher frequency within spiritual body. Each individual has a specific energy signature. Incarnation's path, which determines the details of awakening. Indigos, star seeds, are first awakened to initiate during ascension cycles. So right now, you can say that a lot of indigos and a lot of star seeds are waking up right now. If you don't know what an indigo is, you might want to look at the reason why the Pope apologized to some of the Indians and apologized to the groups in Canada, because the indigos was considered, they later titled this ADD, ADHD, all these different terms, and they started using different medicines to suppress these indigos because they were living in their mind, and their minds was moving a lot faster than their reality. And by doing so, it was creating a detachment. Like when I was a kid, I couldn't explain to nobody how reality was moving slower than my mind. Like it was times that I was standing at the refrigerator, raising my arm up to open the refrigerator, but in my mind, all of this stuff happened already. I already opened the refrigerator. But as I'm watching myself do it, in reality, I'm thinking, why the hell am I moving so slow? In my mind, I'm like, I already did this, and as I'm in real time. I'm talking about in real time as I'm lifting up my arm to open the refrigerator. In real time, this is happening. Like not like, oh, I thought about it later. Like, no, while I'm in the process of opening up it happened like that when I was walking down the hallway too, like of my school. I'm walking down the hallway and then like it felt like I was way ahead of myself in the hallway, but in reality, I'm like, why am I walking down this hallway so slow? But in my mind, I was already damn near at the end of the hallway. You know what I mean? Um, and like my ADHD, ADD, whatever you want to call it, it went unchecked. You know, black people didn't take their kids to the hospitals like that. You know what I mean? My mom was very observant. My mom, like when the whole neighborhood was playing like hide and go seek or freeze tag or whatever, like my mom would always like pop out of nowhere and be like, "Oh, come here," and then she'll feel my head and she'll be like, "Oh yeah, you got cold sweat. Sit down for a little bit." And I'd be like, Mom, why you don't never tell nobody else to sit down for a little bit when they got cold sweats? And everybody else ain't you. And I, da 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 da. But my mom, she knew something that I didn't know, right? She knew something I didn't know. I remember when I went into the first grade, right? I can never take this conversation out of my head. When I went to the first grade, my mom said, she literally looked at me and she said, if they ask you if you hear voices in your head, tell them no. And that's all she said. She didn't explain why. She didn't, none of that shit. She just said, if they ask you if you hear voices in your head, you tell them no. I said, okay. Now, of course, the voice in my head was like, why? Ask her why. Ask her why she don't want people to know I'm here. And I didn't I had to go argue with the voice in my head, like, shut up. You know she'll whoop our ass if I ask her a question. I ain't about to ask her nothing. And the voice in my head talking about something, I'll go ask her. How you gonna go ask her? That's still gonna lead me to an ass whooping. Sit your ass down and be cautious. That's how I talk to the voice in my head. I don't know how y'all talk to the voice in y'all head. That's how I talk to the voice in my head. The voice in my head be like, move out the way. I'll go do it. Look, you going to do it still fucks me over. Sit your ass down. But yeah, she told me that going into the first grade, and I didn't really understand it. But as I watch, like as I sit and I, remember like all the tests that they gave us in school, they repeated that a bunch of times on evaluation tests. When I was doing like the 150 question evaluation test or placement test for school, they would ask that question, but they would do it in different ways. Is anything in your head telling you what to do? Is somebody else telling you, do you hear voices? Like they'll put this question in like 5 or 6 different ways. And I was catching it. I was like, why the hell is they asking me the same question over and over again? Even with like planting flowers, they'll say, like, do you think planting flowers is bad or good? Right. And then later on, they'll ask you, do you like planting flowers? Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, hold on, that would be a contradiction, or that would be a tell, because think about it. If I said planting flowers is bad, I think planting flowers is bad, right? And then later on, I plant flowers, right? Then that would be saying that I like doing bad shit, right? There's a reason why, your school scouts for the gifted. There's a reason why, your school has those talent shows. There's a reason why your school has gifted programs. There's a reason why DARE was in process, right? We didn't understand what DARE was doing, but DARE is drug abuse resistant education. And now look at our kids. Our kids are doing drugs, being abusive, and resisting education. They damn near dared us to do it. Do you get it? Do you get the backwards programming? They dared us. They knew that we were a rebellion society before we knew we were a rebellion society. So by doing so, We created rebels. And it's one thing to be a rebel, but it's one thing to be a rebel without a cause. You got a society of rebels, but they ain't got no cause. They don't. That's why you can have the Jaguar rights manipulating society and getting people riled up. That's why you can have the Donuts in this world playing on people's feelings and emotions. Because we all mad about something, but they play on what it is that you mad about. They point you in the direction of this and so on and so forth. They play on your feelings and emotions, get to know you, find out that you've been tampered with as a kid or something, and then they play on that, right? Because the moment you start hearing about other people being touched or this, that, and the third, you think about you not getting a defense that you were supposed to have when it happened to you. You start thinking about you, and how you would defend somebody if it ever happened. So now you using that moment to take whatever it is that you couldn't stop or prevent and your traumas to try to stop and prevent in someone else's traumas, and they're manipulating that. Does that make sense? So, and then you have initiation is planned and supported by Ascension Guides, ET family, and planetary stellar activation ascension cycle. So when you start ascending and stuff like that, you start coming to the realization of the ascension process, everything like that. This is the stuff that's going to start taking place. This is when you start understanding star steps. Right? Your star steps are the things that you achieve. It's considered dark work. It's considered, cleaning up, right? And this is where you'll start getting ascension guide from, from the guides, from the stars, right? This is where you'll start. This is where people say they get downloads at. Right. This is where people say they get downloads, memories, so on and so forth, because this is where it happens at. This is where things take place at. Right. So you have that going on. Moving in star steps, dimensional ascension through the 12 bodies of intelligence, spiritual bodies. Every person has unique path and ascension, yet the same process of transformation, right? So you're looking at different variations of transformation, different variations of it, right? This is the growth process. This is the ascension process of everything, right? Now, when you're applying this to yourself, you're looking at the things that's changing in your life, right? You're watching your DNA change. You're watching, different things like that change around you, right? You're like, man, I don't have the taste for this anymore. Man, my body don't agree with milk anymore. Man, I got to stop eating, my favorite pork snack or whatever, because you realize like, okay, this is building fluid up around my heart, so on and so forth. So you start operating yourself differently. Your vessel is operating differently, right? Your vessel is operating differently. So you start to give that, to which is that transformation, right? Your spirit is going through something. Listen, when you're going through this understanding, you got to remember all of us are going through something in the spirit, right? We're going through something in the spirit. And because we're going through that in the spirit, our body is giving us a reflection of what the spirit is going through. So everything that's happening in your life, think that your spirit is going through it, right? If sickness, running into the wrong people, fighting off of these different lower energies, that's because you're going through this fight in your spirit, right? You're not going to run into these people if you wasn't fighting in your spirit. You're not going to go because they would already know that you already gave in to the carnal world. The reason why you're running into these people is because you're going through a spiritual battle. It's because you're going to run into the narcissistic people. You're going to run into the prideful people. Why? Because this is called shadow work. When you're cleaning up your root chakra, you're going to run into people in their root chakra. When you're cleaning up your sacral chakra, you're going to run into people in their sacral chakra. When you're cleaning up your heart chakra, you're going to run into people in their heart chakra. When you're cleaning up your third eye chakra, you're going to run into people that's playing psychological war games, and so on and so forth. So when you run into your Christ self, you're going to run into those who are against Christ. When you realize the Christ energy inside of you, guess what? the people against that energy also realize that energy has awakened inside of you, and you're going to run into them. But here's the thing, they know they can't touch you physically, so they try to make you crash out psychologically. Does that make sense? Ones in the chat if that makes sense. Think about it. If we're born into sin and we know sin to be the operation of the moon, right? Then we're born into the operation of what is done in the dark. And if we're born to the operation of what's done in the dark, then it's perceived to mean that we're all in the dark, right? So if one is to turn on a light in a dark place, don't you think everybody else is going to recognize that light being turned on? Now think about it. Now I want you to add that to you waking up in the morning. What happens when you wake up in the morning and somebody turn a light on? Immediately what you say, turn it off. You want to let your eyes adjust first, right? That's the same thing that's happening in the spirit world right now as we all turn on lights and stuff. You have those that's so used to the darkness, they like, turn it off. My eyes, turn it off. Same thing that happened when you wake up in the morning. That's how these people respond to light. They want it out. They so used to living in the darkness. They want it out. Why you think the energy that's inside of Jaguar, that Luciferian energy, that Lucifer energy, that devil energy, all of the energies of that know that they not coming back this time around. They all know they not coming back. They all know that. Ask them. They say, "Oh man, I know I'm not coming back this time." How you know? All those other reincarnations, but you know for this time you not coming back. How you know? What you done did that's so fucked up that you just know you not coming back this time around? You ever think about that? These people never said that before, but now in the Aquarius sky, they like, "Oh no, I know this is my last trip." How you know? Because you know you fucked up. You lost the battle. You lost. You thought that you can make the universe praise the lower vibration, feelings and emotions, and the universe can't praise that. The world can't operate on that. Logic and wisdom rules the world, right? And now that we made it to the Aquarius sky and knowledge and wisdom is being pushed back into this verse, that only means that Lucifer lost. Now that you see full disclosures, now that you see them coming out with the ET programs telling you about the bases that's on the moon and so on and so forth, they're going to start coming out with more information. That tells you that the lower vibrational frequency lost. That tells you that the devil lost. When you see knowledge being pushed back into this world, that means the devil lost. When you see people operating on wisdom, that means, dignity, that means the devil lost. When you stop people, when people stop giving into that carnal nature, eating with their hands, acting like animals, we're animals, be animals. They can't do that no more. Look at their face. They're becoming the shit that they eating. They literally, let's look at them. Just look at their face. The evil people in this world, what's happening to them, right? You got some aunts and uncles that's evil and wicked. What's happening to them? They dropping like flies. They getting sick. They don't even know what the fuck going on. All wicked and evil is doing what? They dropping like flies. You got that mean ass uncle. What happened? He just got sick last week, didn't he? Yeah. Evil people in this world dropping like flies. The spirit inside of their vessel is finding a way out. The spirit inside of them is shaking out of that shit, like, and getting the fuck up out that vessel. Oh, the vessel don't want to comply with me. Shake loose. Shake loose. They know what's up. They know what's up. That's why when they come across a light being, when they fuck with the wrong light beings, what happened? They whole world seemed to crumble in a short period of time. Everything starts to going south for them. That's why when Jaguar came across me and she realized, oh shit, I fucked up. I done initiated a light being. Why you think she put the other people on me? Why you think she sent Maggie, Murph, all these other weird ass people, right? Because so my attention can be on them. And then they reap the benefit of the cosmic karma that they have put in this world, right? So she wants me to take my pure intent off of her fuckery and put it on them. And then they start getting the karma that they deserve. Some of us have the power to do that. If you fuck with us enough, a light being can just put intentions on you, and all your falsities is going to start getting pointed out with the truth. All the fuckery in your life going to start collapsing. Grand Rising. We got to drive into South Carolina today. You want to play the game for a little bit? I mean, yeah, time's not real. I don't go by time. So, like, when I get off here, you can play the game for a little bit. Are you eating something now, or are you gonna eat something later? All right. When I get off of here, you can play the game for a little bit, and then we'll leave after that. I probably got to run to the store and get some more coffee. That's about it. If you want, you can drive up. I'll drive up to the store. You can get something to drink or something like that. You probably want a donut. Yeah, I don't do it either. But we'll drive up there in a minute. You can get a coffee or something to drink or whatever. Sorry, I was talking to Nasir. He just woke up or just got up. Whatever. Do you got a face rag? Wash your face, brush your teeth. Is that in the car? All right, I think it's rags upstairs on the thing. I'll grab you one in a minute. I keep my plants in the sun. Yeah. Yeah, after all the driving and traveling yesterday, I'm pretty sure he was tired. So I just try to let him sleep in. Y'all know me, I'm up like 6 o'clock in the morning, looking dumb as hell somewhere, but we do got some driving to do. I mean, it's not a lot of driving. It's just gotta drive down to South Carolina to the house and excuse me, maybe stop at my dad's house while I'm down there. I'm not sure. We in it for the journey. And then we still got to go back out to that place and, to ride 4-wheelers and stuff like that. So, still got to. So, yeah, we're still in motion. We still doing stuff. I always got to make sure that I tune in with you guys. I got to do one in the morning from here. And then the next one later on might be from my phone or whatever. Used to live in North Carolina. Okay. Yeah, North Carolina is beautiful. It has a lot of beautiful place. That's that red clay dirt, real strong dirt, if blended properly. Strong for roses grow good in red dirt, red clay, stuff like that. But yeah, North Carolina is a beautiful place. Might have to watch out for some copperheads, but as long as you maneuver properly. Hey, and if anybody can or want to, here's the Cash App and the PayPal. If you want to hit the Cash App or the PayPal, that would be greatly appreciated. A little bit goes a long way. A little bit goes a long way. I know you have a lot of people on this application who are, getting money, getting support, and not doing righteous by it and not doing what they say they're going to do with it. We're not trying to go on no vacations or no trips. Everything is growth and development and building a brand, an image, and everything like that. So if you can, make sure you go check out the Atlas store. We have the store. If you can stop in there, maybe buy a t-shirt, some stickers, candles. We have people that have took pictures and showed what they got. See, look, You see the love is love candles right there? Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Don't be hating. See, look, people bought the socks. Look, that's love is love socks right there. Don't be hating. Look, people bought the shirts. That's a love is love shirt. Don't be hating. Look, people bought the hoodies. That's a hoodie. Don't be hating. It's just the start of it. Look, people rocking the hoodies. Don't be hating. Look, people rocking the t-shirts. Look at that. Look at that. Don't be hating. Huh? Yeah. People out here looking fly in the gear. Look at that. Manipulative. Don't be hating. Y'all some haters. They hating on us. Look. Look at that shirt. Fighting my demons. Don't be hating. Y'all be hating. Y'all be hating. Support team great. Y'all better make sure y'all get to get you a t-shirt or something. I'm gonna drop the link for y'all. Let me drop the link for y'all real quick. Yeah, and if anybody else in the Discord, just add your pictures to the merch part of the Discord, and I'll show the pictures and stuff on the next giveaway. So yeah, make sure y'all stop through. Even if you don't buy nothing, just go look and see what we got. If you want to join the Discord, let me drop that link. And y'all know when we drop the Discord link, you don't just drop a Discord link. You know what I'm saying?
The party's going on in the Discord. You can never be bored in the Discord. When we're not here, we're over there, socializing and sharing. So I better see you in the Discord. We got music.
Right, you see everybody trying. That's why we fell back on the cartoons. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's exactly why we fell back on the cartoons. Because how everybody trying to do cartoons now? How the fuck is everybody trying to do cartoons now? Fucking copycat.
Town so inviting. You know they want you around. It's exciting. Oh, the party's going on in the Discord. Ooh, you can never be bored in the Discord. When we're not here, we're over there, socializing and sharing. So I better see you in the Discord. Story time, movie night. We get messy and watch the fights. It's a virtual town and it's going very busy with the love we've been showing. Oh, the party's going on in the Discord. Ooh, you can never be bored in the Discord. When we're not here, we're over there, socializing and sharing. So I better see you in the Discord. In the Discord. In the Discord. In the Discord. never be bored in the Discord. When we're not here, we're over there, socializing and sharing. So I better see you in the Discord. In the Discord. In the Discord. In the Discord. In the Discord.
And if nobody told y'all that they love you today, let me be the first but not the last to tell you that I love you. Right? If anybody can support, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, super sticker, super chat. Appreciate it. Hey, replay game. Shout out to replay game. They always making sure that they hit the replay. Shout out to everybody that hit the comment section. Love is love. Discord, Sister Wives. Y'all already know what it is, man. We got so much great stuff happening. They can't stop us. We up. It's up and it's stuck. All right? It's up and it's stuck.
Together, we moving as one. All of my brothers, we moving together, we moving as one. All of my brothers, we moving together, we moving as one. All of my brothers, we moving together.
I don't even care that other people are doing it. Like, I did want to show a clip of I was going to show a clip of a cartoon that they did where Jaguar Wright was caught lying, or somebody called her a liar after what you call, and then I think it was Tokyo Tony went off on her in the car or whatever. But I was going to show it, but man, all these weirdos trying to do cartoons now. Like, what the hell? All these people want to act like because they seen us doing it. They seen us about to break everything down in cartoons and shit like that. And now everybody doing it. It's okay. It's okay. We got so many creative minds. Like, we gonna go in any direction. They're just trying to do. That's why I say we had to jump on it fast. But I don't know. To me, it was like we stalled out. Like, things are this world is moving a lot faster than we are. We putting things off for weeks, 2 weeks at a time, and then by the time we do it, you know what I'm saying? By the time we do it, somebody else already did it because they jumping on. You see how fast they are. They'll be in the comment section and change the name in the comment section as soon as it's spoken off your tongue. They'll change the name in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be like, damn, I ain't even get a chance to look it up, patent it or nothing. They stealing ideas faster in this world now. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter that because we doing it, we trying to perfect it and get the craft down nicely. I'm even with the videos right now, I'm trying to get some videos out there for the music and stuff like that. And I'm telling you what, somebody else is going to come along and steal all the ideas that we got, even the album dropping for the Discord, all of that stuff. Watch how fast. And see, the people who the problem is, like, we can do it. It's just that people are looking for opportunity right now. So they don't care who got the opportunity, where it come from, whatever the case may be. They looking for the opportunity, right? And then that's not even including all the secret shit that's going on the back end. There's a lot of people that's playing secret shit on the back end to where as though it's like they're stalling you out, and then a better offer come along, and then next thing you know, your competition is using your method because most likely the same person that came to you with it probably went to them. And now I'm trying to tell y'all what's happening. That's why I say the internet is undefeated. I don't care. Like, people are going to help, do what they want to do. But there's a lot of people in this sector that are, doing a lot of secret shit on the back end, but the front end is telling something different. And they want you to say something about it so that way they can make something out of that. So they're doing back end shit, the front end saying something different. They're doing front end shit, the back end saying something different. Why? Because as soon as you get frustrated and try to speak on it, guess what they're going to do? They're going to turn that shit around and try to make it seem like you're the fucked up one and so on and so. That's why that's why I let people do what they're going to do. Do what you're going to do. I'm going to continue operating like me. They're going to do what they're going to do. And that's going to be that. Ain't no sense of fighting it, you know?
Cause when I win, they win, that's love.
It's a culture of vultures. That's what it is. It's not a vulture culture, a culture vulture. No, this is a culture of vultures. I'll take a small collective over a big group. I'll take 5 people over 200 any day, as long as they're in the right state of mind. I'll take a small collective. They can keep them big groups. You see what they doing? They tearing each other up from the inside. They you know what I'm saying? They doing each other wrong from the inside. I don't want to be a part of no group like that. I'm good on that. Y'all have a great one. We gonna keep our small group. Hey, Atlas family out. Y'all know what it is. We ride with each other. All that other shit is uncivilized.